over collecting donations from students in the name of development. The Department of Public Instruction has issued a circular asking school development monitoring committees to collect monthly voluntary donations amounting to 100 rupees from parents for school development. The circular stated that despite budgetary allocation from the government, there might be situations where schools need more funds based on local needs. Now, the opposition has criticized this. Former Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has accused the Bommai government of targeting poor students of government schools after looting 40% commission from government coffers.
It's the failure of the government that their economy has gone down and they cannot even spend money, allot money for school development. So it is like begging for money. So you are taxing the children of the parents. Who are the parents who send their children to the government schools? The poorest of the poor, the most underprivileged. For them, 100 rupees counts. And you want to steal that 100 rupees from them? They are spending huge amount of money in unproductive expenses, and that is why they have no money to develop schools. That's why they are stealing that money from the children of the parents.
Now, as per information that we've collected, this money is reportedly going to be used for drinking water facilities, toilet and sanitation, electricity bills, midday meals. It's also going to be used for honorariums for guest teachers, e-learning courses, libraries, and school playgrounds as well. But essentially, the big question here is, why exactly are parents being asked to donate? Is there not enough funding for schools in Karnataka? Because what we've seen religiously when it comes to the administration of this government is that there are some alarming things, especially when it comes to schools. Earlier, you'll remember over the past few months, there were issues when it came to supplying textbooks and even school shoes to students. So I'm crossing over to our correspondent Ritu to get us more details. Ritu, can you tell us? I think this is a constant question that comes up when we hear something alarming about the way that schools are being run in the state of Karnataka. What is the justification for asking for a donation like this from parents of schools?
The justification that is coming in for after distributing this circular, in fact, is that one, it is a voluntary donation of rupees 100 that what the department is demanding, and therein also what the circular is saying that wherever this amount will be spent, the clarity will also be provided to the parents. The main reason for raising this amount is also for the facilities, the basic facilities, in fact, like the maintenance of the toilet for that matter in the school premises, or therein to pay for the guest lecture as well, and for the desk, the benches, in fact. So these are the basic facilities for which this the department is asking for a donation of rupees 100 from the parents voluntarily. So that's the kind of plan that the department is having behind this whole circular, and therein they're also saying that it's an existing plan and nothing new in it. But now what's the biggest question over here is that you see in the budget in the March that the Bommai government has come out with, has actually has decided to spend more amount for the quality of school and the education of the children. But with all that, this kind of a circular coming out is facing a lot of criticism actually. But then we'll have to see to whether the government will step back and take this order back is what the question is now, because the Congress party is somewhere again, while they are already trying to highlight the 40% commission charges, they are again now taking a jibe at the BJP party, saying that since the money is not sufficient for the government, therein they are trying to now snatch money from the parents as well. But the other point, what we also have to note is that there has already been a lot of issues that the children are facing with regards to the textbook distribution, one, and then secondly, we also saw how things had panned out because of no amount being sanctioned for the shoe and socks of the children. That's the difficulty that children are having. And with all that, you see the post-COVID as well, there's already a major disturbance, in fact, or a difficulty as well, that there are some numbers that are decreasing of students coming to the schools, when the government's effort should be to pull the students back to the premises. They are in fact also giving one of the reason where the parents might take this as in one excuse and pull back their pull back their children from the school. So we'll have to see to what the government will decide, whether they will decide to take back this order or not now.
All right, Ritu, would you be able also to provide some clarity on this? Because what former Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has said is that he's accused the Bommai government of targeting poor students of government schools. Now, this order that's come out for the SDMC to collect 100 rupees from parents, is this only for government schools or is this for all schools in the state?
Well, this order is only for the government schools, and primarily the rupees 100 that they are planning to collect from the parents of the students is a voluntary donation that they have mentioned. But the other point is also that mainly you see the amount for where the department is trying to spend is to pay for the guest lectures, for the toilets, in fact, and then for the basic facilities like for the drinking water, the bench facilities in the school premises. But you see, ideally, as for the fundamental rights of the children as well, this should be the job of the Karnataka government to give them a proper basic facility for the students to come to the premises and do their studies. But in fact, it's most sad thing that they're not able to hold the kind of responsibilities, the obligation that they are supposed to take up. With all that, they are trying to put this burden on the parents now.
All right, Ritu, thank you so much for joining us and for giving us all of that information. We will continue to track the story, but for